Okay, so we're looking at tally and frequency charts. So what I've got over here first is some raw data. Okay, so we're going to sort this information, this data, into an organized group here on the right. So that's our tally chart / frequency chart that we're going to use. So this data, we're actually going to call it group data, so that we're going to put it into a smaller format on the tally chart beside it. If I wanted to do it as discrete data, do it individual amounts, then I would need probably 20 rows. But in this case, I'm going to group the data together to make it a bit smaller, a bit easier to manage. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to organize my tally chart so that I have it grouped. So I've got 4 rows there. I'm going to group the data into groups of 5. So I'm going to go 0 to 5 in that first column. Okay, so 0 to 5, and then I'm going to go 6 to 10, 11 to 15, and 16 to 20. So group my data that way. So now I'm going to use my set of data here, my raw data. So these are the math scores from room 2 in our imaginary maths test that we did, and they called them out and they gave me their answers. Okay, so now I'm going to organize that data over into my tally chart. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cross them off as I go so I don't double up on any sort of results here. Okay, so the first one I'm going to go any numbers between 0 and 5. So here we go. We've got 4 and 5. So they can go into here as 2 tally charts. 1, 2, and I'm going to count it. So we've got 2 tallies there, so that goes into my frequency here as 2. Right, so the next group I'm going to do is 6 to 10. So any numbers between 6 and 10, I'm going to count up. So here I've got an 8, a 10, a 7, a 9, and a 10. So that was 5 numbers. Okay, so in my tallies, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and my frequency over there, 5 again. Okay, right, so now I'm going to do 11 to 15. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I do my tallies, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and put my number there. Right, now 16 to 20s. Okay, so I've got a 19, a 16, an 18, so that's only 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and filling that in there. Okay, so now you'll see that there's a sort of total down the bottom there. Okay, so the total is how many students actually sat the test. Okay, so we can add up our frequency table here, and we could count it all up. So we can go 5 plus 6 makes 11, plus 2 and 3 makes 5, so 5 plus 11 makes 16. Cool, so 16 students sat the test, so with my raw data, 16 pupils called out their test scores, and I've organized it into my tally chart, and that is now ready for a histogram where the bars touch each other. Okay, so a histogram is a bar chart, okay, where the bars are touching each other, because as our data there, you can actually see our data flows on from each other. So 0 to 5, then goes 6 to 10. Okay, so that's where the bars touch each other. So it's not a bar chart. We use a bar chart for discrete data where all the numbers are individual. Okay, but we didn't do that. We grouped our data together to get us a small amount of bars that we would need for our graph. Okay, so there we go.